the comp, and that just makes it a lot easier for you to see where the edges are in your composition when you start to add effects and things like that. So we'll leave those transform information open, and what we're going to do is drag our footage comp down onto our comp button, which gives us a second comp with just the footage inside it, and we're going to rename that to master out. And in our master out comp, we've just got our footage. There's no keyframe information on it at all, and it's just a straight it's the comp, it's the footage comp that we just did the tracking in. And what we need to do is create a new null object, and what we're trying to do is add the tracked data back onto the footage, but we're going to reverse it so that it basically leaves us with exactly the same motion that was on the original footage, and you'll see the importance of that in a moment. So just with the master out selected, we're going to drag the window or drag the tab until it highlights on top of the footage tab here, and that way we get to see both of the timelines. We get to see the master out timeline here, and we'll bring up the null object transform information, and then we also get, I'll just slide this up a little bit more still, we also get the footage that we've tracked and its transform information here. So we've got both of our timelines open there. I'm just going to do a little bit of wiring. So with the null selected, we're going to alt click on position stopwatch, and we're going to pick whip down to anchor point, and that just, and you'll see now that the null object, the red null object there, is now moving around because it's taking that anchor point data from our footage. And we also want to alt click on rotation for the null object, and we want to pick whip down to our rotation of our tracked footage. Now at the end of that expression, the rotation for the null, we want to go times -1, which reverses that rotation of the footage. Now it's still moving around, but what we want to do, it's the footage that's moving, the null object is where it needs to be. So what we want to do is parent our footage in our master out comp to the null object, and now it sits static in the center